Okay, so I have to say this with a opener. Florida people uh, support other Florida people, and that's crazy to me, right? So I wanted to say this. T Pain released a single, right? And it's a as I said, he's a Florida native, so we expect some of the drill, older hip hop, trap kind of music when it comes from a song. However, he released a song that's called "Just a Tip," and I want to say this as somebody that likes Florida, likes the environment of Florida sometimes. Basically, um, if you ask anybody what is the music area for Tallahassee, you'll probably get the same answer. It is T Pain, right? Because T Pain, Plies, and then it'll spread out. But in Tallahassee, in Tallahassee, we always get T Pain. T Pain, Tallahassee, just easy way to think about it. Okay, so as I said, he's from Tallahassee. He released a song called "Just a Tip." Where honestly, I can't say that I hate the single. Like the single is good, but it has like its flaws. Like I like T Pain as an artist, R&B artist, or rapper. Man can sing amazingly, without autotune, which we found out recently in a few years. But I do like this song for like three or four different reasons. Okay, and so one of these reasons is he says, "I have a lot of money for tips. I'm gonna tip the waiter. I'm gonna tip the person that parked my car." Right? And I'm gonna go tip a lot of other people, and I'm gonna go to the, so I'm gonna go to the strip club and tip like it's the exchange market, and mhm, that's a weird reference. I think for a lot of people, like like we've heard the stock market, the exchange market is basically where um, it's a weird concept, but you get up quite early. Um, Depending on which region you own, you get up early and you trade to noon of that area code of that region, and you just put down bets, and at 12 o'clock everything closes. Right now, people have made money off of that concept, but so it's just overall that's all T Pain is talking about of him just wanting to tip this person, tip that person, tip her, tip him, tip they. I just overall him. It sounds so hypothetical, like listening to it, but it's because T Pain is that kind of person where he's very supportive. It's crazy to hear that though because it's weird because Southern music didn't get played on the radio or didn't get played nationally for a little bit. So to hear T Pain from Tallahassee talk a song about just tips where he names people that he would tip the waiter, the person that parks his car, the valet is what I think he means, but I say valet. Valet people think about restaurants or other places or like high value places. Just overall, like I like the way he does this because you know, he wants them people to seem known, but I think at the same time he battles this thing where people are like, why should I tip? And this is the reason I have with him. This is the reason I have with me liking this song. There are a lot of people, especially in the states, in America, where they live off of their tips. They don't get like a decent paycheck, and that could be waiters, that could be valet services, it could be a lot of different people in a lot of different ways. Um, I don't want to speak on too many people because I don't know necessarily um, the exchange between strip clubs and their dancers. I don't know that, so I'm not going to talk about that much. Um, However, I'm gonna bring it back to the restaurant business. A lot of people, a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't get paid a lot of money. Their paychecks are really just based off of the tips that they make and they take home that night, right? Like it's very hard to not um, understand that. I think so. Oh, I know in other countries they don't tip. Like if you are in the European countries, they don't tip. It's kind of up in your It's not called a tip. In some countries, in some places, it's just applied. But in the states, you kind of do it yourself, And so I think I like this song because of the fact that it is an American artist talking about just tipping people because he says he has a lot more money to tip people, which I think is amazing. If you can go and tip somebody that you know or you don't know, I think that's the best way to start a conversation. Music is, if you ask me, music is the best way to start any conversation. And I know I seem like I'm rambling, but please, like if you go to a restaurant, tip your waiters. It don't have to be a lot. Just tip your waiters. DoorDash drivers sometimes. I just overall this relates to a lot of different people in a lot of categories that just live off tips, and I think that's probably something that we don't really do much in America. But I think that is definitely something we want to note and try to do. We don't have to do it exactly the way that other countries do it and just put it in a check. But there are other ways to handle the situation. Overall, I do like the song. Is an 8.0 out of 10 just because it opens up a conversation, and I think that's what we need is something where we can open conversations about people getting paid. I just overall I like this song, I like the beat behind it always because it's a Florida beat, but also because it does open up conversation. I do like music where we can have an open conversation about certain things. So that's T Pain. That's T Pain's. Just a tip. The visual is out. The visual is out. The music video isn't. Um, but I do like the way that he starts. He'll start a conversation with this song. I'm sorry, I am rambling, but T Pain always Tallahassee. Just much love to Tallahassee and T Pain. I hope y'all enjoyed this um, episode of me talking about T Pain's song. And granted, I probably do sound like I'm rambling, but you gotta somebody that's doing something right for a lot of people. You gotta just love it. So that's all. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna ramble no more. T Pain. Yeah, but this is my full review on T Pain's. Just a tip. Um, yeah. So hope you enjoyed the episode.